6 simple recipes for beginners to cook at home. Florida Gov. Speaks to conservative group in Utah. Vaccine mandates are gaining momentum. Here's what your employer is allowed to ask of you. Busloads of football players deliver game ball to injured. QBTaco Bell employees are getting new benefits like pay raises and paid sick days this year. Sunisha Lee wins gold. Friday features U.S. women's soccer. Start of track and field. Bring your pets with you on your next adventure with these travel tips. Alaska residents evacuate as tsunami sirens wail. Today in history for November 20th. Powell. Elevated inflation will likely moderate. Judge declares probable cause in Mensa shooting. Astronauts give grand tour of SpaceX Dragon capsule while in orbit. Supreme Court approval rating drops to lowest in 4 years. According to a new poll, Simone Biles out of all around. Katie Ledecky gets gold. Thursday features Caleb Dressel. Strangers start unlikely romance amid global pandemic. Officials. 2 dead after Texas chemical plant leak. Load. Aresco said that while the AAC has consulted with its television and business partners for its own issues, he called it a completely unfounded and grossly irresponsible accusation that the conference would collude with ESPN to discuss realignment issues. Our conference has never strategically aligned or plotted, if you will, with ESPN to influence conference structures, Aresco said. We wouldn't do that. ESPN has never done that and would not do it. When asked later if he's reached out to any Big 12 teams, Aresco said that he had not but declined to say if any teams reached out to him. He reaffirmed that the AAC is not looking at realignment or attempting to take teams. Conference realignment has dominated preseason chatter as practices begin this week. Memphis starts Friday in coach Ryan Silverfield's second full season. Aresco said the AAC remains stable and in a strong position regardless of what other conferences do. He praised Cincinnati's run to the Peach Bowl last season as well, Memphis winning the men's knit basketball championship and Houston reaching the men's Final Four. He also praised the College Football Playoff Board recommended the playoff expand to 12 teams. With the AAC sending UCF, Memphis and Cincinnati to New Year's 6 bowl games in the past 4 seasons, Aresco said expansion is a meritocratic approach that gives more teams a chance to compete for a national championship. It will also energize college football, I believe, as so many more teams will become relevant and I think it's going to likely lead to higher ratings, Aresco said. I'm all for the process moving ahead if, in fact, there is strong support for it. Aresco said the AAC will not reschedule games that can't be played if one team is dealing with a COVID-19 outbreak. The game will be considered a forfeit. He also said the conference will have different COVID-19 protocols this season. Teams will not be tested 3 times a week during game weeks as they were last season and vaccinated players, as of now, will not be tested compared to unvaccinated players. Aresco added the conference's medical advisory group will meet next week to discuss updated CDC guidelines surrounding the Delta variant. He's also advocating for teams to reach a 90 to 100% vaccination rate and be an example both on their campuses and in the communities in help defeat the pandemic. It's imperative that we vaccinate as many of our student athletes as possible, Aresco said. We want everyone vaccinated. We're doing pretty well. We're getting up there in numbers, but our ability to play a full, uninterrupted season may well depend on it.